All right, we got to find out who the liar is here on the KBJ show. 2 truths and a lie. You're going to hear 3 stories. 2 will be true. 1 will be completely made up. And you hear the context clues to find out who is not telling us the truth here. We got Jaybird, Denny's, and Suits with stories here. Suits is going to start us off. Suits, what is your story today?
So this goes back to probably when I was about 10 years old. The house that I grew up in, we used to have this really old alarm system that was in it, so it was easy to set off accidentally when somebody wasn't actually breaking in, because any kind of like loud vibration would set the thing off. So one night it went off, and all of us were just kind of assuming, all right, what set it off? It's probably something that not a big deal. And from where I was standing up on the second floor, I caught the shadow of a person on our property. Looked like they were wearing a hoodie.
A person?
Yeah.
Now, in the house or
Outside,
in the yard?
In the yard. I saw someone.
I'm glad you're asking questions because it shows,
He's trying to trip me up.
Yeah, I like that.
No, I just want to know.
So I went and told my mom that somebody was actually trying to break in. And, you know, I'm 10 years old. She thinks that I'm just freaked out because it's the middle of the night and the alarm's going off. So she looks around, doesn't see anything. And I don't go back to bed right away because I'm all freaked out.
Yeah,
so
there's a burglar on the loose.
Exactly. I saw the guy. I know what I saw. So we're all sitting downstairs, and she's trying to kind of get me to go to bed and console me a little bit, and we hear rattling on the sliding glass door.
Oh,
and
geez.
The alarm goes off again this time as someone's trying to rattle it. So we call the cops out, and this guy really was stupid because you think after the second time he would have taken off. They found him hiding in our garden wall area and arrested him.
There really was a guy trying to break in?
There was really a guy, yeah. If she didn't listen to me and I went back to bed, who knows? But thankfully she set the alarm back on when I told her that. Dang. But yeah, the cops ended up arresting him. He was trying to break in.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Is there truth to that, or is that a complete lie? Okay. We got Jaybird in here. Jaybird, what is your story?
Dramatic pause while he drinks his beverage.
Thank you, Kevin.
It's not alcohol, though, so it's kind of lame.
You're not impressed?
Not impressed at all.
How dare me hydrate my one kidney?
How dare you
The nerve.
come in here with a non-alcoholic beverage?
So I was on a double date, and it was a situation where my buddy had a girlfriend,
Okay.
and she had a friend, and she had recently just got out of a relationship with her boyfriend, but we had hung out one night, and there was kind of some sparks there, so we all hung out a second time. We're all drinking, having a good time, and we're at my buddy's girlfriend's apartment, and this girl gets a message from her ex-boyfriend.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
And let me just tell you what a mood changer this was. She went from having unbelievably just laughing and having a great, fun, awesome time to her melting down, starting to cry. She got so upset, she locked herself in the bathroom and started to say she was going to hurt herself.
Oh,
This is the second
no.
time we hung out with each other.
Dang.
I say we have to call 911 because as soon as someone says they're going to hurt themselves. So there was a debate on whether we should do that. I kept on leading the charge of we're going to call 911. She's not coming out of the bathroom. Her ex-boyfriend shows up. Now
What?
it's her in the bathroom locked in saying she's going to hurt herself. It's her ex-boyfriend, and now I'm in the mix. And he's begging me to go away and not call 911. He's saying, don't call 911. Well, my buddy, who was also with me, they get into a fight. The ex-boyfriend and my buddy, they're about to fight each other. Long story short, I end up calling 911, and they had to take her out to the hospital.
Wow.
So she didn't hurt herself. That was the second date. Date number 2.
So,
It didn't
did you
work
have a
out.
3?
It didn't work out. That was not a date.
Date number 3, did you get busy?
There was no date 3.
Wow. Okay. All right. Is that true, or is that a
All
lie?
right, I see you over there working.
Look at Virginia asking questions.
This round especially.
Yeah, she is. She's all fired up from that Johnny Depp
I get it.
coverage.
Bad lawyers turn me on. I feel like I could be one.
Okay. What is your story, Denny's?
When I was younger, my parents went on a 10-day cruise, and they left me and my brother with my grandparents. And on the very first day, my grandma was still visiting her aunt in Oklahoma, so she hadn't gotten back yet. So it was just my grandfather, and we just gotten dropped off. And the Batman the Anime series was big, and they came out with new action figures. So he goes, if you guys are good today, nothing happens. I don't want any flack from grandma or your parents. I'm going to buy you those animated figures. And I go, well, obviously that's what we're going to do. So he went out to the car. He had a couple errands to run. He's like, put on your shoes, meet me out. We'll run errands and we'll stop and get toys on the way home.
Sweet.
So I'm putting my shoes on. You know how kids are. My brother pushes me while I'm putting my shoe on, so I fall over. And I go to chase after him. And he immediately stubs his toe on the corner and breaks it.
Oh,
But
man.
we're trying to get these toys. So I'm like, Jesse, you got to be cool. Don't tell Grandpa. We're going to get these toys. I'm like, we just got to get through about 3 visits and we can get these on the way home.
But my toe is broken.
Yes. So we put the shoe on and we get to the car. We walk slowly. But the whole ride, every bump we hit, my brother's whimpering in the back. And my grandfather's like, what's going on? I'm like, nothing. And I turn around. I'm like, Jesse, be cool.
Suck it up.
So we put music on. We do 2 stops. The second stop, my brother starts kind of silently crying in the back seat. And my grandfather's like, all right, what's happening? You guys, you're hiding something from me. So we pull over. He takes off his shoe. My brother's toe is gigantic and purple. And he goes, what the heck happened? You guys were in the house for a second. We're like, oh, we explained it all to him. So he didn't get us any toys. We had to go to the ER, call the parents, call my grandma. But my brother ended up getting toys for being so brave, whereas I got nothing because I was trying to hide it from him.
Oh, man.
It's a life lesson right there.
Okay. All right.
The first 3 comments that I saw in the chat room, Suits is lying, Jaybird is lying, Denny's is lying.
Only one is. Which one do you think is the liar here, Virginia?
I don't know. I just close my eyes and I try to focus. I think it's Denny's.
You do. You're going
Really?
Denny's.
I do.
Denny's made the whole thing up.
Witch powers tell me it's Denny's.
Okay.
I used to make fun of her having witch powers. It's real, y'all.
Okay.
Yesterday proved that.
I'm going to go with Jaybird on this, and he's leading right now in the KVJ TV chat room with 45% of the vote. Then you've got Suits with 29% and Denny's with 26%.
I don't think it's Jaybird because I think I've heard a story about him and somebody being taken away before on a 5150 hold, which is like when the cops show up and take you away.
I've never told that story before.
I think you told it to me off the air.
We do have stories we've discussed this bit. We've got enough stories. That's why we keep doing the bit that we haven't told on the air, just so y'all know. Because people are like, oh, we would have heard this story before. Not necessarily.
Okay.
Well, not when it's somebody's like private.
Well, that's also too.
It's like no good ending to that unless it's in this bit.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I agree with the chat room that it's Jaybird. Virginia is going with Suits. Who is our liar here today?
I'm going with Denny's.
Oh, I mean Denny's. Sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
Going Denny's.
You're
Okay.
fine.
Who is our liar?
Should have went with me, Virginia. It's
Damn,
me.
it's Suits.
Yeah, I made that up.
Dang.
Suits, the burglar story.
Wow. And you got the least amount of votes in the chat
Wow.
room, 27%.
Good job.
That's
Tricked
how it
ya.
rounded up.
You told
Yeah.
a great story.
Good job, young man.